Fantasy Football Fallout Running Back Edition. We're talking about week 2. What happened in week 2? How does it affect week 3? We're going to be giving you waiver wire acquisitions. If waiver wire is all you want to see, all you're interested in, just click the timestamp below. It'll take you right to that. But what I like to do to start, oh, by the way, please, everybody, like, comment, subscribe. You can find follow details below as well. Follow me on Twitter at TFS_Sean. As people who are viewing the live content now know, I'm also doing live streams on this channel. It's a little bit new this season, so you can tune in, day to day, kind of see what I'm going to be doing live. But the way I like to start these videos, I like to go with ESPN's projected top 10. Starting next week or maybe week 4, I'm going to be including my projections on there as well. But for now, we're just using ESPN's top 10. Then I like to show you who actually finished in the top 10. Then I give away my awards. This week I have a kicked in the nuts award for the running back position. If somebody got you in the pills, you let me know. Somebody got you right between the legs, a running back, and I think mine is probably the same as yours there. Let me know, comment, all that stuff. Oh, TC. One of the live streamers right now is commenting you have Barkley. Which, we'll be talking about that shortly. I'm also handing out the I'm Watching You award. Somebody caught my eye. They need to be on your radar, and they're available on waiver wire. I'm talking about next week's starter. You have him available on your waiver wire. You need to fight for him ASAP. All right, let's get in here. The ESPN projected top 10 for this week, week 2. I should say this past week if you're picking this up. Christian McCaffrey, number 1. Derrick Henry, Ezekiel Elliott, Alvin Kamara, Saquon Barkley, Dalvin Cook, Aaron Jones, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Kenyan Drake, and Josh Jacobs. Now, to be fair, I'm recording these on Sunday night, so Monday night football games have not happened. Therefore, Kamara and Jacobs, they could very well finish in the top 10. But who did score in the top 10 as of the time of this recording? Number 1, Aaron Jones, phenomenal game. And last week, by the way, everybody, I watched this game. I watched every single game. Last week, Aaron Jones could have had 3 touchdowns. He's going to have a monster season. Last year wasn't a fluke, everybody. You could have gotten him in the second round. I did. I'm happy with it. Leonard Fournette, number 2. I don't think that's a fluke either. I'd never been a believer in Ronald Jones. Ronald Jones had a horrible handoff exchange with Tom Brady, maybe the worst I've ever seen. I'm not exaggerating at all. It was awful, and that opened the door to Fournette, and that's all Fournette needed. He runs with power. He catches the ball. He can be a 3-down back, and he closed out that game for Tampa Bay. So keep an eye on that. I'm not sure. It might be 50-50 in the next couple of weeks, but Fournette will have that job sooner rather than later. You had Nick Chubb at number 3, Christian McCaffrey at number 4, Kareem Hunt at number 5. I did grade those both as starts, so feather in my cap. Not to say I didn't whiff on some others throughout the week. Mike Gesicki at tight end being one of those, by the way. James Robinson, number 6, Ezekiel Elliott, number 7, James Conner, number 8, Jonathan Taylor, number 9, David Montgomery, number 10. Now, let's talk about the awards. I don't think there's any surprise here. This is like the most obvious, award in quite some time. The You Broke My Heart and My Balls award. The You Kicked Me in the Balls. The Kicked in the Nuts award goes to Saquon Barkley. I don't even have him on my team. And it just is like, that's a gut kick. That's a crotch kick. That's every kind of kick in the lower abdomen area that you would ever want to take. That one hurts. That one hurts bad. Giants certainly fear that he blew out his knee. And what's particularly bad is you can't really even get a handcuff there. Dion Lewis, they brought him over as kind of the insurance to Saquon Barkley. I guess they're similar backs in terms of, you don't want to say skill set, but style of play. And I like Dion Lewis, don't get me wrong, but he's just not going to get you what Saquon is, and Wayne Gallman's not either. That's a bad one. And there's nothing you can do. I mean, if one of these top 5 running back picks goes down, like if Nick Chubb goes down and you had like Kareem Hunt stashed on your roster, you'd be in good shape. If Alvin Kamara goes down, New Orleans, they can run the ball. Latavius Murray can pick them up. You're in good shape. When the fantasy football community loses a running back like Saquon Barkley, or you could say, knock on wood, Christian McCaffrey, something like that, you're just never going to make up that volume and the point total again. It's just not going to happen. So that's a bummer. Now, my I'm Watching You award, somebody that caught my eye. I'm gonna give this to Daryl Henderson because once Cam Akers went out with the rib injury, and we don't know if this is going to be a multiple week thing or not. Ribs are pretty tough to run through if you're getting hit in the ribs the whole time, right? Daryl Henderson took that opportunity. He kind of appeared. So, hey, welcome to the NFL. You've only been in the league for about 17 games now, 18 games. But he ran well, and he did well with his opportunity. I'm going to talk about another one. I'm going to wait, and I'm actually going to use the waiver wire screen to talk about this guy. But first of all, and he's the number 1 player on my list here, Jerich McKinnon. of San Francisco. He's available. I'm sorry, he's only rostered in 18.9% of the leagues as of the time of this recording. I'm sure tomorrow morning that's probably going to be more like 30 or 40%. Get in on him now. If you're watching the live stream right now, go out and pick him up, because I think best case scenario for Mostert at this point, in terms of what I've been reading, is 3 to 4 weeks. That means you're going to get, and remember, San Francisco is going to have some, wide receiver issues. Debo Samuel still in the IR, not eligible to come back until week 4. I think this offense is going to support 2 running backs easily all year long, but now they're going to be relying on them even more. Jerich McKinnon is a slam dunk running back. You need to pick him up ASAP. I'm going to fight for him too, but I just know my waiver position. There's no way I'm going to get him. Dion Lewis is number 2, just based on volume. You got to figure he's going to be getting the lion's share of the carries. He certainly did after Saquon went out, but I'm not optimistic that his production is going to be that great, unfortunately. In fact, my number 3 on my list is Tevin Coleman. Again, the Raheem Mostert factor. McKinnon's going to get the lion's share. Coleman, I think, might have actually out-carried Jerich McKinnon. Both are rosterable. Both should be rostered at this point, and I might even move those 2 guys. Might even move Coleman up over the course of the week. Joshua Kelly, he had 23 carries. I don't think he did particularly well with the carries that he got, at least when you compare them to what Ekeler did, but he's getting volume. Henderson, who I just mentioned, and also Myles Gaskin. Look, Miami opened up the season against the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. It's pretty obvious if you watching live games. This is one of the ones I was able to watch today. I watched 7 live thanks to multiple TV setup. Myles Gaskin, he is the lead dog in that running back. Yes, Jordan Howard got it in the end zone for the 2nd week in a row. If you're in a touchdown league, it's standard league. I do think Jordan Howard has there. He's the runner when Ryan Fitzpatrick is under center. But Miami will still be losing a while. And I do believe that when Tua takes over for Ryan Fitzpatrick, which I don't know, might come at the halfway point of the season, I think they'll be playing more shotgun. Myles Gaskin is already getting more carries, but he's also kind of the dominant guy in the shotgun setup there. Myles Gaskin should be rostered. Right now, he's only rostered in 12.4% of leagues, so that means basically you have an 88% chance, 87.5%, I guess, chance of getting Myles Gaskin at this point for free. He actually cleared my first round of waivers in my league last week, my primary league, so I picked him up, and I'm quite happy with him. So there you go. There's a full boat. Let me look at the live stream audience here, see if we have any questions. Yeah, Justin Herbert. Yeah, dude. He did screw a lot of people. He did. And he screwed me, I got to say, against the spread. I felt really good, and again, just betting. I felt good with Kansas City minus 8.5, because if you had told me, by the way, that I think, what did the Chargers put up? 17? If you had told me before the game that Chargers put up 17 points and would Kansas City cover, I'd feel pretty good about it. So you got to give credit. I do give credit to the Chargers defense. I like them, but, I mean, come on. 90% of the people know what I'm talking about here with Kansas City, and the other 10% are Chargers fans. Kansas City should have really covered that spread, but once Herbert got in there, and the defense the Kansas City defense took a while to settle in, and Herbert was better than they thought. And I'm telling you, man, I said it in the quarterback segment, Justin Herbert, with a week of practice, I just really hope, as an NFL fan, I hope that the Chargers just go to Herbert now. Anyway, let's close out the Fantasy Football Fallout running back edition. I am going to be back. Check out the other videos, the other cut-ups for the wide receivers, tight ends, quarterbacks, and defense and special team. And, we'll catch you again soon.